Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the RigER webinar series. Let's move into the presentation. So that is myself. My name is Nikolai, and I'm going to be facilitating today's session with everyone and the RigER participants. The first thing I wanted to make sure that the sound is working, and it seems that it is. So let's just move right into the agenda of today's presentation. We have a few speakers. As usually, we share that responsibility and the privilege between the few of us and always bring a partner on board. So today our partner is Chris Hamilton from the my invoice rather. And we have Gleb and Michael, who will be talking to different points about the RigER digital oilfield platform. So the items today that are going to be covered include the latest product development progress. We will specifically touch on the reports as a new feature of the RigER 4.2. We'll talk about the dashboard, RigER integrations. There's a suite of them, and we're going to touch based on all of them and specifically stop on the EMI Invoice accounting integration. There's more features to come, so that's what we're going to be talking about as well, and additional development of the RigER platform in the coming months and the coming year. So on that note, I would like to pass the mic to Michael Maltsev, who is the CEO and the founder of RigER, whom many of you know, and he will talk about the latest product development trends and the successes that we have seen in the past several months. Go ahead, Michael.
Thank you, Nikolai. Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about our latest update of our RigER platform. We name it RigER version 4.2 reports and dashboards. And I'd like to just an overview of the product development process and explain how we choose those features. And first of all, I'd like to thank you, all of our clients, for the growing of our community and give us a lot of ideas how we can improve our product. And I'd like to especially make a special thanks to Blair and Jeremy from Key Energy, Tamara from TOG, Chris from Two Way Radios, Erin from Birch and Red, Dean from Little Guys Rentals, and April from Global Tank, and many other guys who gives us a lot of great ideas what we need to do in our product to make it even better. So when we start RigER in 2012, 5 years ago, we constantly develop the product, constantly adding new features, and every single version of RigER has their name and topic. And this time we will talk about version 4.2, the first release in this year, and it will be all about analytics and improve visibility in our system. First thing which we will present today will be reports, and I'd like to introduce my partner Gleb, the operation manager, who will show you some reports which we add and improve in RigER.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Michael, for introduction. Today, I'm going to show you quickly which reports we've developed, and we've added actually 7 new reports. I'm sorry. Yeah, so here we go. So new reports, we've developed 7 new reports. It's the first one is document status report. So now you're able to see the full history of your document statuses and track their statuses in one report. Employees hours report shows you how much time your employees have spent on some works, on providing some services. Oilfield rental activity report. It's a very useful report that we find that might help you in your operations because it shows you pretty much the full activity on your client sites. Universal revenue report, it's probably the most comprehensive report about the revenue of your company in our system because it shows in different dimensions and different layouts your revenue streams. Revenue by clients as well, we've developed a new one. So now you're able to see all the revenue that you collect from your clients and how they perform and what should be improved in the collaboration with your clients. Rig History Report and Oilfield Service Hours Report also will be useful for you. So please don't hesitate to join this section of RigER and go to Oilfield Rental Reports section and just explore different kind of reports, and don't hesitate to ask us your questions about how reports are working. So in terms of existing reports, we have improved the Oilfield Rental Activity Report, and Oilfield Service Report also shows you now field tickets, and all the documents that you see in this report are clickable. And actually, we have added new setting. Now you're able to see these reports in the dimension of rigs. In revenue by periods, we have added new criteria and layouts. So again, tested. And for all revenue reports, we have added discounts. So now if you use discounts in your system, in your configuration, you'll be able to see this discounted revenue in one report. We have added also the very easy and simple button Save to Excel, which allows you to just quickly in one click save the report from RigER to Excel and perform some adjustments in there. Geolocation and oilfield maps. Some of you already know this feature, and this actually not actual geolocation tool. So it's not online GPS tracking tool, but we track our equipment by latitude and longitude on the Google Maps. So you can enter the coordinates in the location settings for each location of your client, and just to track your equipment stored at the different geographical locations. And we have added a new filter named rigs. So now you're able to filter the map by rigs. Email notifications and reporting. Some of you already use this very good and very useful feature. So, and we have added rental invoices to the email notifications setup. So now, once you generate the rental invoice, it could be automatically sent to the next responsible person or to the external recipient. Also, we have added, we improved the subject and email body of these emails. And one of the most important and useful feature will be external attachment added to the email notifications. So now you're able to add any external attachment to your emails to your clients. Okay, now I'm going to pass the voice and the mic to Michael, and he will describe what we have improved in dashboards.
One of the most important thing at the end of the year become the analytics and understanding how the company perform and how we can track all our improvements and progress. We have got a lot of requests from the clients to improve this side of our system. And one of the way how we can do that, we can present the dashboard, so the dynamic reports which will show you what's going on in the field and provide you a real-time picture of your business. And we add one rental job dashboard, which I will show you right now. And the rental job dashboard, this will be you already have this as a button in a rental service agreement journal. And the rental job dashboard will work with active rental service agreements, and will present the picture of the particular location. Availability dashboard improved in terms of UN section, unit number section. We can show it right now, deployed date and days deployed. As well, you can filter by client and location all your unit numbers as well. And So the rental job dashboard, the concept is that you need to see everything in one screen, everything about particular location. So we select rental service agreement, and it will show us all the documents for the delivery, all the return documents, and all the rental days calculations and revenue numbers. As well, at the bottom section, we can see documents, subrentals, all the sales information from the rental service agreement, and all the comments. Let me show you this in RigER. Okay, so here we go. And this is our availability dashboard, as you familiar. And I will show you only one thing which we add to the main view. And say, for example, we will filter by porta potties, and here we have a porta potties. And for example, we have a number of deployed units, and this quantity become a hyperlinked. So when I click on it, it will show me all the serial numbers which deployed for this particular location. So, and those two new filters will be client and location. So you can select particular client serial numbers or particular location serial numbers. Okay. Back to rental job dashboard. Here we go. This magic button. So I just sort all the active rental service agreement. And when I see this, actually the active status is a new feature as well in RigER. And we'll come to this point a little bit later. So the active rental service agreement and the rental job dashboard will show you the particular situation in a field. Yeah. So here we have a rental unit services and a delivery ticket when we start the job, serial number, unit number, and a return. So this gives us the picture how the rental units go to the field or back. As well, we can see swap in and swap out operations here in the same screen. All the documents connected, like all the children of this rental service agreement, will be shown here. And if you have a subrental transactions, all the subrental transactions will be shown here for this particular unit number. So when it was sub in and sub out tickets, date and time. Moreover, you can add delivery tickets exactly from this form. Say, for example, you can close location. If you have a number of your rental units and you just click close location, and it will generate new delivery ticket. Or you can add new delivery ticket, just adding here the rental unit and put the date, for example, for today, and it will be deployed date and deployed and movement date, and click delivery ticket, and the delivery ticket will be generated. So this is a new feature, and I hope you will love it. Yeah, another big point of improvement was an integration, and it was our long-term time dream to integrate RigER with OpenInvoice and Cortex, and that happened last month, and we are really extremely happy about this integration. And I'd like to invite Chris Hamilton, Sales and Marketing from EMI-Invoice.com, and he will explain how his system works with RigER and how it helped to integrate RigER and OpenInvoice and Cortex. Chris.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it, and we're really excited about our partnership that we have with RigER. And just to go into this, it's very high level. So as Michael alluded to, we have built an integration directly into RigER, And the reason being is because we understand that a lot of RigER's clients are dealing with OpenInvoice and Cortex, and it is a bit of a pain in the you-know-what to be able to enter that invoice data into OpenInvoice and Cortex, and also attach any of the relevant supporting documents. So our solution with RigER gets around all that. So what we do is, it's a relatively easy process, and we'll show you a video here in a couple of seconds in regards to this. What a user of our platform does is they email a sales invoice out of RigER into Enter My Invoice. And from there, and it's in a PDF format, or in XML, sorry, or PDF is what our system will take. From there, what you do is you will log on to your instance of Cortex or OpenInvoice, and then what you can do is just validate. So in Cortex, you would go into the drafts folder, validate that the information is there, and then click Submit. In OpenInvoice, you would just simply go in, and you can also validate and submit, or directly submit into the platform. And from there, it's basically done. So what we've seen is some companies that are taking 20, 30 minutes sometimes to create the information into OpenInvoice and Cortex are now doing it simply by just emailing information in, and it's done within 30 seconds or less. So what we're going to do, there's a quick little demo here that we're going to run that will show our system in action. And I'm going to let the guys step in here and run this.
This is a quick demo just to show you how we get documents submitted into Cortex and OpenInvoice. You get a unique email address assigned for that client. They send in a PDF and XML comes out, and it just gets emailed into our system. And in about 2 minutes, that's going to show up into Cortex here. Okay, and I'll just quickly show you the XML file that was inside that was you. Okay, so I'm just going to open up that file. Okay, and so the invoice number is going to be this that gets pushed into Cortex. Okay, and then so we'll go back to our platform, refresh the screen. Okay, refresh the screen. Okay, and there's the new document that's been sent to us, and it says it's already been delivered. So I'm going to go to Cortex and go refresh. And there's the invoice right there. Okay, there's the PDF, and there's all our line items. And then the client, all they need to do is scroll down, go validate and submit, because we push it into the draft section, and that's it. This is a quick demo. Just to show you.
So the benefits of using our platform is really there's no integration required. We use artificial intelligence to extract information from the PDFs, or we manipulate XML data. That might be over some people's heads, but long story short, we deliver it. We eliminate the manual entry into the Cortex workbench and OpenInvoice, which saves a lot of labor time. So once again, we've seen companies where they're spending a full day doing their invoice normally, and we've got it down to about 20 minutes. Massive time savings, and resources can be deployed elsewhere in an organization. We reduce the time by eliminating a lot of the double entry. We can attach the field tickets, and one thing that we look at is usually 1 in every 80 keystrokes is an error for on companies. This will get rid of the keystroke errors as we're extracting data directly from a PDF or an XML. You have faster invoice turnaround times, which means you get paid faster. And what we've seen is a significant return on investment. Typically, it's starting at about 200 to 300% return on investment using our system. And our system is a monthly pay-as-you-go. There's no contracts, and there is no integration fee setup for this one as well. So it's relatively easy to get up and running with our platform.
Yeah. So the integration process in RigER is very simple. So we just put the initial setup and put the unique email address for Cortex and OpenInvoice, set up channel for the exchange schedule. So it could be once in a day, or it could be once in a week, depends on what kind of company needs are. And after that, we build a Cortex client list and OpenInvoice client list. So it will be separate invoices depending on what kind of system the client use. And the rest is just submit invoices. It's pretty simple. From EMI implementation integration process, it's a different setup.
Yeah. So from our standpoint, the setup is we register you as a new user on either Cortex or OpenInvoice. We walk through a process with you where we're mapping out your invoices into our platform. We obviously will generate an email address specifically for your RigER instance. We test run it with OpenInvoice. We'll also do it with Cortex. And we also probationary run with one buyer and add other buyers in as well.
Yeah, from RigER requirements, it will require a RigER plan license, the enterprise, and additional modules like email notification and reporting, EMI integration, and attachments, optional. Because one of the options could be add a number of attachments to the one file to support everything. So, questions? Do we have any questions from our audience for now?
Nope, looks like no questions. That's okay. So one of the things we'd like to offer up, and I think it's on the next slide here, is we'd love to offer up a 15-day trial into OpenInvoice. Oildex is the company. It's either known as OpenInvoice or ADP. Unfortunately, we can't do this on Cortex, but as it relates to OpenInvoice and ADP, more than happy to provide a 15-day free trial for everyone. And what you should do is just reach out to the team here at RigER, and we'll work in conjunction with one another to get this going as well. So really appreciate it, and we look forward to this relationship with RigER.
Yeah, same for us. So the next step will be other improvements, which Gleb will overview right now.
Okay, so in terms of documents list, as you can see right now, so the rental service agreements list, or how we also call it, journal view. So we added some useful buttons, new buttons, command buttons. So try to click on these ones and to see what's happening. Probably it will be more useful for you right now. And we have added the global search field, so you can search by any fields and any actually symbols on this journal view. And this will allow you to better navigate this list. We also have added the fast period filters. So now you're able to quickly filter by periods, your rental service agreements and delivery tickets, field tickets, and invoices. And also you can see on the right-hand side, filter settings button. It's a small button. So again, you can play with that to see how your list is changed with different filters. I would also mention and remind you about our support portal. We have added to the RigER menu, top menu, the support button, so you can go straight from RigER to our support portal. And again, I do encourage you to use this tool in order to more efficiently and quickly communicate with our support team and developers. And just recently, we have sent the support portal invitations to all our users. The initial registrations, however, is required, so just a very simple process. Register on this support portal, and you'll be able to submit tickets straight away from here. The most beneficial point of this tool is tickets are never missed, because it's stored in our cloud storage. So everyone in the support team or developers, they have access to this system, so they are able to respond to you quickly. And definitely we align our support portal and our support process with our service level agreement. So we're trying to strictly follow these rules and to respond to you in very timely fashion. And RigER Learning Center FAQ and contacts will coming soon. So yeah, stay in touch, and we will be connected to you quicker and more efficiently. So in terms of new documents, we have added the sales ticket to the system. Now you're able to sell your broken or damaged assets and parts of equipment to your customers if you have these conditions in the rental service agreement. And thus, this sales ticket will be part of the final rental invoice. So it's much easier to sell rental equipment to your customers right now. In the RSA print form, we have added the daily cost sheet. It's a part of quote, and it's based on the quote. So now the whole amount of your rental agreement will be split by days and shown to your customer, to your potential customer on a daily basis. We have also added the internal and external comment in all the documents. So as you can see on this screen, in the external comment, if you put some notes, those notes will be shown to your customer on all documents and all print forms. Internal comment, on the other hand, works only internally, and it's a good tool to communicate within your team and to put some notes and directions, etc., to your field technician service guys or sales team, whatever. In terms of features, we have added the barcode scanners, and thankfully for our Texas partners, we developed this feature and we have successfully implemented in RigER. So now if you have barcodes on your rental equipment, you're able to quickly scan it, and the unit numbers or serial numbers or just the name of the rental equipment will be quickly picked up and put it in the table of your electronic document. It speeds up the process of generating big documents where you have hundreds, maybe thousands of different parts and pieces of equipment. We also have added the tax location. So now you are able, it's mostly applicable to our US customers. So now if you bill your customers and charge the taxes depending on the specific location of the customer, not exactly the location where you deliver your equipment, you'll be able to put a specific tax location, and the taxes will be applicable to this tax location. Rig history, I already mentioned about that. So you're able to see the whole history of documents on a particular rig if you use it in your work, in your jobs. So now you are able to open the rig card and to see the rig history. So all documents with client's locations and the type of the service that you've provided to this client will be shown on one screen. We have developed and we actually improved lots of different features in the system. So as you can see, it's just a small list of them. Oilfield maps, as I already mentioned, we have added the rig. We have added the third-party delivery function. So if you use the third-party transportation and delivery services, now you're able to track these services in the delivery ticket, putting the ticket number, the carrier, a name, and some more information. We have added divisions. Divisions allows you to separate and actually allocate different clients by different criteria, I would say. So it could be geographical division, it could be business model like construction or transportation, or let's say oil and gas companies. So, and division, it's a property of the client, and you can actually create a price list and agreements for a specific division, and based on the client's division. So each client can have multiple divisions, and once you select this client in the rental service agreement and specify the division, the prices will be taken out of the specific price list or price agreement based on the division of this client. In terms of external attachment, we have separated the external storage, and this actually the separate database that where we store all the external attachment in the database. And we have added, as I already mentioned, we have added external attachment to the email notifications. We also developed new revenue types. So now you're able to track your revenue by different kind of services and different rental units, equipment. And all these revenue types are integrated with accounting software, so you can move your data from RigER to accounting software based on these revenue types. And as you can see, we have 23 other improvements that makes our product better. So now Michael is going to tell a little bit about our future development. And yeah, welcome.
Thanks, Gleb. Thanks to all RigER development team. Did such a great job to make our product even better, and we can better serve our client. And I'd like to answer the question which you probably will ask, when those great features will appear in the system, and the answer is they're already there. So some of the small things could be not visual for you. So if you need this feature, just let us know, and we will include this to your configuration. So one of the parallel additional update was done this week. It was a mobile Oilfield application updated in App Store and Google Play. So we add a new dynamic report, add selective delivery ticket generation, add a global search, which gives you an ability to search through all the tickets. External attachments available in mobile phone. Print form improvements, and general usability, stability, and performance improvements, and minor bug fixed. The next update we schedule for the beginning of June 2018, and the area which we working right now and focusing on. It's inspection, purchases, safety, and continuous improvement in analytics and visibility side. So this is what we did for you, and if you have any questions, just give us a shot and we will answer them.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Gleb, for the extended review of now scores, I think, of improvements and new features in RigER. We know and we do understand that it's a lot to cover in a little more than half an hour. But we also wanted to make sure that we kind of gauge some of your feedback on what has been done and whether it's going to work for you, or how rather it is going to work for you. So just to gauge some of your understanding, I think we wanted to launch a quick poll, one simple question with a few options. And I'm just launching it in a second. Yeah, you can see it on your screen. So what we wanted you to be able to answer is that of what we have covered today, what do you think you see the most valuable feature for yourselves, for your business, and for your needs? Because an important thing that we have mentioned already today is that all these features and improvements have been expressed to us by our clients, and we wanted to make sure that the clients are on board all the time. And this is why we're doing these webinars and many more to come, so that we would gauge exactly in real time what exactly, guys, is working for you, and what else can we do for you, and how we can prioritize our activities. It's very important, so I appreciate, and I see that the answers are coming in, and I do also understand that we do understand as well that different companies have different interests, and your priorities may shift and change, but it's important to understand how that helps how a specific feature helps you in a given time and moment. So thank you for casting your ballots, and yeah, we'll just give it a few more moments to let everyone a chance to express your opinions, guys. And while you're doing it and clicking the buttons, I wanted also to say that the Q&A section in your control panel of the webinar is open. So you do, if you have any question, or if something is not on the list here in the poll and you would rather want it to be added, just do send us a note or over email or put it into the QA. So we'll definitely extract that information and we'll get back to you and put it in our list, all of the features and tools. I think everybody has now cast their ballot, and I'm going to close the poll in a few seconds, and I'm going to share with you what has been the majority of the people that they found the most valuable for them in this release of the RigER 4.2. As you can see, and why don't I actually let Michael to comment on what we're seeing here on the results, because he is the one who's been adamant asking people, what do you guys want? So Michael, what do you think?
I would say the results is expected. The rental job dashboard was most valuable feature for most of our clients. We received a lot of question about that kind of view, and thanks that we finally find out how it should looks like, and I hope we will have a great feedback of usage of it. I know that we need to add some features to the rental job dashboard to make it even more better. However, the second result is OpenInvoice and Cortex integration. The third is in the export to Microsoft Excel, and the rest is barcode scanners integration and internal and external comments, which is as well very, very useful features. So I'd like to thank you to join us. I'd like to thank all our presenters today, and I'd like to invite you to the next webinar, which will be in a week. The next webinar will be a general overview of the RigER. So if you have a new peers in your companies and or maybe you'd like to refresh your knowledge about RigER, just join us. And the next webinar, which will be March 8th, will be about mobile oil field. And I'm extremely excited about this webinar because we will show you first time in real life our mobile app. So I hope it will work fine, but we will see. So please join us next time and next time and the next time. So we'd like to make those webinars periodically, and I guess the Thursday at noon will be Mountain Time will be our the best time when we will do those regularly. Thank you so much.
I also wanted to add one more important thing. So all the webinars that we're doing, we are recording. So we're going to be posting them on the website, and they're all available on our YouTube channel. So feel free to log into the website and click the YouTube icon. That will bring you to the YouTube channel of ours, where you will be able to see the latest webinars organized thematically. We will also have a calendar of all the upcoming webinars on our website. So please do visit our website regularly for the latest updates, and we will keep you posted via email as we have been doing lately. On that note, I think we have covered everything that we wanted today, and I wanted to thank everyone for participating. As I said, recording will be available. We will be in touch with you. Reach out to us. It is a pleasure to be with you and see you as part of the RigER community. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of the day.